Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Kane Redfist back with another video here on the YouTube channel. I wanted to take the time and make a video discussing my review and opinion about the new Christopher Nolan movie, The Odyssey. It stars Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland. And I'm going to be talking about I'm going to be giving my review, my opinion on the movie. I'm also going to be talking about a lot of the drama and reactionary, posts online. So yeah, if you guys can just do me one solid favor, if you guys can like and subscribe, share the video around, comment down below, what did you think of The Odyssey? I went to go watch The Odyssey. Bro, I highly recommend this movie, by the way. This movie actually did really good, like with following the source. Like, it's surprising because when I first saw the trailers, like when my wife and I first saw the trailers, we were very hesitant. We're like, eesh, they're making a movie about one of the earliest works of like poetry. They're making a movie about Homer's Odyssey. And you know how Hollywood is, like, Hollywood, a lot of like Hollywood directors always have like a fucking ego where they just refuse to actually follow the source material. And like they'll completely ignore the source material. They will fucking think that their ideas are better than the original, shit that's on the book or whatever the story's from. And so when I heard that Christopher Nolan was doing an Odyssey movie, which first of all, I shouldn't have doubted Christopher Nolan because he makes really good movies. I really like his movies. But when I heard that they were making an Odyssey movie, I was very nervous. My wife and I were very nervous. Like, uh-oh. I was like, they're going to butcher this, aren't they? Even the trailers look good. It's just I was so nervous that they were just going to completely sidetrack away from the plot and do their own thing. Happy to report they didn't do that. That movie was spectacular. If you are a fan of the original story, you're going to love this movie. Yes, there are some things you can probably nitpick here and there about the authentic, I don't know, like, oh, how close is it really accurate to the story? Is it, historically, accurate, which at this point, like, I feel like the movie was good. I can only watch it as a pleb, as in I don't have an Image theater nearby. Cough, cough, the Batman trilogy he did in 2020. Dude, Batman Begins was one of the first superhero movies I watched next to the Raimi Spider-Man movies. And dude, I was obsessed with Batman Begins, and then The Dark Knight was just a masterpiece. I live and die by that. It is a masterpiece in film, in cinema history. But yeah, I am a huge Christopher Nolan fan. Even like in, what's that movie he made? Interstellar. Yeah, Tenet. All these movies are pretty good. But it's just like, it's hard because it's like, dude, I was scared. I was like, dude, there's, it's the Odyssey. It's one of those works of art that you have to respect, But no, they did a great job. There's so many fucking A-listers in that movie, dude. God damn, you got Tom Holland, Zendaya, John Bernthal, Robert Pattinson, Charlize Theron, Anne Hathaway. Dude, these are just like some of the names that come to mind right now that are like A-listers. Dude, the one A-lister that's like more not known for acting, but more known for music is Travis Scott. That was another one that I was very questionable. I was like, why the fuck is Christopher Nolan bringing Travis Scott into this? Perfect. I couldn't have done it way better than he did. He casted Travis Scott as a bard retelling the story of Odysseus. And it is so fucking cool that he did that, considering that like modern day poetry and modern day poets are basically rappers, if you think about it. And so having Travis Scott do that, it was pretty cool. It's like, I remember initially I was like, God, I don't know if I'm going to like this. But no, his role, as little as it was pretty good. He even did a good job. I will say this. Travis Scott did a pretty good job with the role he did. I'll give him credit for that too. Heath Ledger's Joker is peak cinema, literally absolute legend. Yes. Anne Hathaway as Queen, as she should be. Dude, she played a perfect Penelope. Rewatching through that trilogy gave me a way better appreciation for Nolan's directing. Yeah, I feel like it's warranted, but we're all glazing Christopher Nolan in here. And I'm going to be doing a lot of glazing with this movie. I really loved it. I watched it initially Thursday night when it dropped. I watched it in Dolby because the IMAXs were sold. They were sold out. and then I watched it on Friday night because they actually had a few seats for IMAX, and so I watched it in both. I will say I recommend IMAX if you have an IMAX movie near you. If you have an IMAX 70 millimeter projector or screen near you, if you have a IMAX 70 millimeter theater near you, I fucking hate you. How does it feel to live my fucking dream? Fuck you. But go watch it in that. Unfortunately, in Omaha, there's none that are nearby, so I had to watch it in just regular IMAX. I don't think Lincoln has that. IMAX, or are you talking about the regular IMAX or 70 millimeter? Because Omaha has, they have, I think two. I think in the metro area, there's one in the west for sure, and then there's like the West Omaha AMC that's in the West Roads that has an IMAX screen, and then the Council Bluffs Theater also has an IMAX screen as well. So those two are the options here in Omaha. 70 millimeter? No, we don't have one here though. Just like you guys, we don't. There's the closest by that I have found a 70 millimeter theater here in just the Midwest in general and near Omaha is literally in Indiana. It's not even in like, it's nowhere near us. So I gotta drive like 10 plus hours to even go see that. But if you do have an IMAX screen though, it's a must watch in IMAX. But aside from IMAX and stuff, it's just a must-watch movie in general. I will say I really enjoyed the movie. The soundtrack itself was beautiful. That's definitely gonna get a fucking Academy Award nomination, which I will say it's gonna compete against Hans Zimmer for Dune Part 3 coming out later this year. Those two movies are gonna be battling it out, dude, in the Academy Awards. So that's gonna be interesting to see. What awards get awarded to what movie and stuff. But yeah, the sound was beautiful and awesome. Dude, I'm not going to spoil anything because I know there's a few of you that haven't watched it yet. But man, there are some scenes like that I was like, God, this is loud as fuck. And then there's some like, but there's also a lot of scenes where I'm like, dude, this is fucking, like the music is just beautiful. And even just the cinematography in the movie was just beautifully shot, especially if you watch it in IMAX. Like you feel so immersed with like being on the ship with Odysseus, being in the middle of the ocean. What else? Oh dude, there's a scene with Agamemnon that is just fucking, oh, he's just farming aura the whole time. Bro has what, maybe 5 minutes of screen time in the movie, but he just aura farms the entire time he's there. Cool ass fucking fit. I am so tempted to get that fucking suit for Halloween. Not what I was gonna wear this year, but dude, it's so fire. I want to get it. But yeah, even the actors, I never thought Matt Damon would have played Odysseus, let alone a really good Odysseus, and he killed it. He killed it as Odysseus. So that was a pleasant surprise. He did a really good job. Anne Hathaway has probably stole the show for me. She did great as Penelope. Robert Pattinson plays a perfect like villainous character. If you don't know, I don't know. I keep worrying about spoilers for you guys for this movie, but it's like, dude, it's a fucking Homer's Odyssey. It's Homer's Odyssey. Like you learn about this story in English class. Like it is a fucking old ass story, dude. Like, I don't know why I'm so worried about that. I even joked about this. I was talking to my wife when walking into a movie theater. I'm like, could you imagine if I went out there and spoiled a fucking centuries old like story? It's like spoiling the Titanic. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much is. Like, oh no, it's like, what if I was talking about, I was like, let's say I was reviewing and scoring the Titanic on stream, and I said, yeah. And then when the Titanic went down and sunk, can you imagine people being like, spoilers, what the fuck? Like, I'm glazing this movie, and it is doing spectacular in the box office. It's getting highly scored on Rotten Tomatoes, and other critics are really, really scoring this movie highly. And I mean, personally, I score this a 9 out of 10. I love this movie. I scored it on my Discord. We have a section, we have a channel on Discord where we do movie reviews, and by that I mean I'm the only one that does it. But if you guys are interested, join the Discord, and then you guys can also participate in movie reviews. But there are other people that either A, predicted this movie the flop because woke, you always got those fucking freaks that say woke, or B, people that saw the movie or claimed to have seen the movie and are like, oh yeah, this movie sucks, it's too woke. And like the people that say people that always have to say everything is woke as soon as like a project drops, like a game or a movie drops, and they're like, oh, that looks woke, or it's woke, it's gonna flop. You're a fucking cornball. You're a fucking loser, dude. Like, we get it. You have no bitches. You have no life. You have no bitches. You don't shower. Your favorite content creators are Joe Rogan and Asmongold. We get it. You probably watch Nick Fuentes too. But anyways, one of the people that were clowning or trying to clown on this movie was, you guessed it, Asmongold. Asmongold was one of the first influencers and people out there on Twitter and all over social media that were trying to claim that this movie was gonna suck because it was woke. This movie was gonna do terrible in box office and all that, shit. Which, yeah, if you really are gonna get your movie reviews from a fucking troglodyte who doesn't shower or has any dental hygiene, you gotta reevaluate your fucking life. But yeah, this is what he had to say. We'll watch this together.
It's out, it's getting bad reviews. I saw it actually got a lot of good reviews. It has 99% on the tomato meter.
Assman tweeted, I don't think it's a great thing that critics are able to preemptively manufacture a consensus on media like this, especially when this movie has so many hot-button social issues tied into it that critics...
What the fuck, dude? Oh my gosh, dude. The trigger warning, Asmongold. Fuck, you're so right. I'm so sorry for all of you guys watching. I'm so sorry. Yes, trigger warning. We're about to see one of the ugliest motherfuckers on here talk about how a movie's gonna suck because it's too woke. Okay, trigger warning,
refuse to address. Critics now offer propaganda rather than insight.
So these are all critics, by the way. Yes, hot button social issues like the existence of trans actors. Wow. It's not up to you. It's not your decision to decide what people are allowed to and not allowed to have a problem with. These people think that they can tell you what you're allowed to dislike. What the fuck are we talking about? Cuties is still sitting at 87%? Yeah. So this was a movie that effectively sexualized underage girls and had 87% on the tomato meter. Ultimately, whether Paul wants to accept it or not, the existence of having a trans person playing a role in the Odyssey, this is controversial to people. Whether you think it should be controversial or not is not relevant. The same way having Helen of Troy played by a black woman is controversial. I think that you are...
Oh my gosh. These fucking losers would absolutely go insane and mauled if they actually watched a fucking, if they watched a what is it called, if they watched a play. If these guys went to a theater to watch a play, these guys would absolutely lose their shit. But they're not doing that. But who's gonna tell them? Who's gonna tell them, dude? It's a fucking fictional story. It's a fictional story. It's a Greek mythology, fictional story, and you're worried about a fucking trans actor and a fucking person of color portraying these characters? What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta say this. I can't say for Asmongold, but I guarantee a lot of the people who he has watching him that agree with his assessment were probably so fucking illiterate that they didn't even have an English class where they read the Odyssey, let alone knew what the fuck the Odyssey was about. Bro, how are they gonna get upset at Elliot? Like, he's the most harmless trans person too. It's insane. Like, bro, it's ridiculous that they got mad at that shit. And then also Helen of Troy. Oh my gosh. Are people hating on the Odyssey because there's a trans actor there, or there's anything more to that? Oh, you are right on that. They're hating on it because there's a trans actor in the movie, and they're hating on it because there's a black actress in the movie that's portraying Helen of Troy. They're hating it for those two reasons. You're seeing a lot of these reactionary fucking douchebags talk about, oh, I can't believe they made Helen of Troy. They casted a black actress for Helen of Troy. Or, oh, I can't believe, by the way, I saw this with, I think Asmongold said this. I could be wrong. Somebody can find this for me. But I'm pretty sure he was the one that was saying that, oh, I can't believe that they casted, a trans actor to play Achilles. Oh, I think there's other people saying that too. There was other people that were like comparing a previous adaptation of Achilles in film to Elliot Page's character. First of all, you're a piece of shit for trying to be, for being transphobic. Go fuck yourself. We fucking hate you. Second of all, you're just uneducated and a fucking loser, because Elliot Page, he did not play Achilles, you dumbass. If you actually watched the movie, and if you actually knew about the Odyssey, if you actually know about the Odyssey, Elliot Page, he played Sinon. He did not play Achilles. But yeah, they're hating on it because of a trans actor, so they're just being racist and transphobic about this movie and just masking it as, oh, I hate it because they're just pushing woke in front of me, you know, aka I'm just a racist and a transphobic piece of shit.
Because if you look at the amount of people that dislike the Odyssey trailer, they didn't like these decisions and they voiced that concern. John Lozama.
Oh, all the trolls that, look at all the dislikes, guys. Look at all the dislikes. Yeah, all those trolls, man. How did the Odyssey do in box office, by the way, chat? How did the Odyssey do in box office? How did it do? How's it getting scored? What are people saying about the Odyssey right now? Oh, it's doing really good, actually. It's one of the most successful films of this year. I'm fooled. I could have sworn all these fucking loser, chud fucks, all these trolls that dislike the fucking trailer, I could have sworn they said this movie sucked. Oh, fuck, dude. What the
voice
fuck?
That concern. John Lozamo says his Odyssey in Hollywood has been fighting for Latino representation. Let me see this person.
Well, you know, it's always been a battle. I mean, you know, Hollywood is not the most accepting place. Even though we Latin people are 30 to 40% of the box office and a third of streamers, we're still not represented. We're the most underrepresented, aggressively underrepresented group in America. So that's been my Odyssey, to try.
Yes, Latinos, South Asians alike are very underrepresented in a lot of box office movies and stuff. So that is a really accurate, you know, assessment by the actor here.
Bring some parity.
Check the comments here. Are a lot of Greeks excited about the Odyssey? Oh no. Oh no. Don't tell me it.
Reddit.com, ask Greece. Oh, okay, let's see, bro. His fucking source, I mean, we should fucking know, is a fucking Reddit thread. Oh my god.
It's on Reddit. Let me look at this. I think the vast majority of Greeks are very unimpressed with the movie, to say the least. Yeah, none. Oh my god. Not excited. Not excited. In Greece, we think the whole Odyssey thing by Nolan is just a parody at this point. The guy.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Dude, this is a Reddit thread. What? Oh, bro pulled a fucking Reddit thread like it's a peer-reviewed source. Oh no, dude. Yeah, no wonder why his audience are a bunch of fucking uneducated losers, dude. Their sources are literally just, I made it the fuck up, or here's a Reddit thread. Oh no, what the fuck?
They literally tried to upset a whole culture the way Ubisoft did on the Japanese with Assassin's Creed Shadows. No one, my husband's pissed that Helen was casted by a black, pretty much erases that part of Greek history, and Greeks were never commingled with Africans during these times. Even today, Greeks are very prideful that their lineage hasn't been erased when they were under the Ottoman Empire rule. This movie is a big FU to Greek history and their heritage. We don't like that Hollywood uses our heritage to promote their woke agenda. Based.
Oh my gosh. Here, there you go. Woke agenda.
Greece. Absolutely fucking based. So yes, Paul is being willfully obtuse, and yes, it is a hot button issue to have a black person playing Helen of Troy. It doesn't matter whether you approve of people's opinions, they still exist. And you don't get to just shame those opinions out of existence because they're uncomfortable or inconvenient for your worldview.
Oh no, the Greeks, dude. They're very unimpressed. So Asmongold, yeah, I think the vast majority of Greeks are very unimpressed with this movie, to say the least. The Odyssey breaks Greece all-time pre-sale record with more than 32,000 tickets sold, surpassing Avengers Endgame. But a random Reddit thread and Asmongold, they assured me that they didn't like this movie. They assured me that this movie was gonna fail and that the Greeks are pissed. The Greeks are so pissed that they bought 32,000 tickets for this movie on a pre-sale. You know who else was pissed about this? Next to a lot of like fucking right-wing chud losers online was their king, Elon Musk, the king of all fucking incel losers and divorce court dads. Elon Musk, he retweeted, he has been talking about this on Twitter lately. He wants to make his own AI slop movie of the Odyssey. So they're so pissed off about woke in the Odyssey that they're gonna make a shit slop movie of the Odyssey. Elon Musk, before this year ends, Grok Imagine will make a full-length movie of the Odyssey that is historically accurate and true to the art of Homer. This shit looks like fucking hot ass. What the fuck? Dialogue scene from Homer's Odyssey built by Grok Imagine. No, dude. What the fuck? Dude, it's why they really hate this movie to the point where they're making AI slop, man. With Elon Musk talking about remaking the Odyssey with Grok, that movie's gotta suck, right? Let's look at the reviews. Let's see. The Odyssey, 8.5 out of 10 on IMDb, 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. The 97% of the Odyssey is above the Dark Knight at 94, Memento 94, and Oppenheimer at 91. Oppenheimer, of course, won Best Picture in 2024 and nabs Nolan Best Director. Needless to say, there's plenty of award buzz about the Odyssey. Yeah, we were talking about this, dude. It is going to be interesting to see what awards it's going to get. I can see Best Picture, that one for sure. Nolan might actually win the director again. Yeah, the Odyssey is a spectacular film. I highly recommend you guys to go watch it. Don't listen to fucking reactionary fucking chud losers online that are telling you that this movie's woke and that it sucks and you should totally watch the AI slot movie that Elon Musk is gonna direct, because everything Elon Musk makes is very pristine and elite, right? Yeah. Go watch it. This movie it's really, really, really good. I can't stress enough how happy I am that it really did stick with the source material. It is a really respectful adaptation of Homer's Odyssey. Beautiful cinematography. If you're a nerd about film and cinematography, you're gonna love this movie. Sound was amazing. Acting was amazing. Go watch this movie. It's a 3-hour movie and it didn't feel like it dragged once. I never felt in between those 3 hours of me watching that movie that it was dragging or that it was getting boring. There is so much going on between action, tension, so much suspense. It's just awesome. It is awesome, dude. Like, even if you're somebody that has read the Odyssey multiple times and know what to expect, you're still gonna find this really enjoyable. So again, go watch the Odyssey. Go watch it. I'm telling you right now, you don't gotta listen to these fucking losers say how, oh, it's woke and that it's terrible. Go watch it. I guarantee that the majority of you guys watching this are gonna agree with me that this movie was very good.